evening and welcome to this edition of News Leader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Jenny English. In tonight's news, Tullahoma Chamber of Commerce officials are getting ready for the annual membership gathering. Major League Baseball player and Tullahoma resident David Hess was in town earlier this week for the Baseball Booster Club banquet, and we'll bring you video from Tullahoma's celebration of Dr. Martin Luther King Day. We'll have these stories and more on tonight's News Leader on 6.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma. Check out this 2018 Ford EcoSport, yours today for $299 a month. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma on Highway 55, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
My wife Jackie has always been the life of the party, but things changed when she couldn't be as active anymore.
They told me I needed a double knee replacement.
It's not as big a deal as it used to be, but she still needed to go to rehab.
I was amazed at how good the therapists were at Life Care. They took really good care of me.
They took excellent care of her. And now she's back doing the things she loves, and that makes everyone happy.
Life Care Center of Tullahoma wants you to get active and live well.
Welcome back. The Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce's annual membership banquet is coming up Friday, February 1st. John Gray spoke with organizers of the event.
And the Tullahoma Area Chamber of Commerce will have our annual membership celebration on Friday, February 1st. And so we are very, very excited to celebrate another wonderful year with the Chamber.
It has been, hasn't it?
Yes, it's been a great year. It's hard to believe I'm starting my third year as the executive director. You know, it's an entire village. It's the staff as a whole. It's our board. It's our ambassadors. Our ambassadors, I cannot brag on them enough for everything that they do for the Chamber. They are wonderful. And so it's just a night to celebrate everybody.
Yeah, and this is another wonderful thing right over here next to you. Then you're going to finish up your year as president?
Yes. This will be my last event, and I'll pass the gavel off to the new president, which is going to be Donna Bradford for 2019. And
wonderful.
You know, I'll mirror what you said. It's been a great year and a great opportunity to work with Hope and Michael. They've done an outstanding job this year, and we've done a lot. And it's been a busy year, and I had a lot of fun.
All right. Well, you sort of answered my next question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Was this more than you know, when you first decided to do this? I know you'd been involved, and most people who take on the presidency of the Chamber of Commerce have been involved and have been the different, come up through the ranks and everything. But was it what you expected? Was it maybe a little harder than you expected? Was it more fun than you expected?
All the above.
All of it.
All the above. I know when Hope talked to me about being a president or being in the lineup, first thing I said as HR person, what's the job description, what are the expectations? And that grew. You know, January 1st of that year, it grew. So it was a lot more than I expected. I enjoyed it a lot more than I really thought I would. You're out in the community a lot. You see so much more of the community and what Tullahoma has to offer. And you get to be a part of that, and it was an exciting year. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of work, but you enjoy it. It's a good time.
And I think we survived. We did it. Whoop, whoop. So.
And this young man over here, let's hear something out of him.
Well, I'm Ryan Mabe. I'm with First Bank, and I'm soon to be a new board member with the Tullahoma Chamber. Very excited about that in 2019. And we are the sponsor of the new member celebration coming up on February 1st.
I know we've got this event coming up, and that's very, 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 very important.
Friday, February 1st.
At the conference center.
The Coffee County Conference Center, and it is sponsored by Tennova Healthcare, Hardin, and First Bank. And last year was our first year to partner with them and use that facility, and we have heard nothing but rave reviews. And so, and hopefully everyone is really excited about what's in store for this year. So,
I hope so. I bet.
We will give out our Business of the Year, our Small Business of the Year, our CEO Business Partner of the Year, Ambassador of the Year, Citizen of the Year, the President's Award, and so there is going to be a lot of
bunch going on. Now, is there a specific theme this time?
You know, we kind of did away with the themes just because I feel like that puts a lot of pressure on people, and so it's
when Ken Keller showed up in that suit, I can understand why you did away with the theme.
Oh, Ken looked great. Ken looked great. But
he and Why Keith. Yeah, I think both of them had some pretty strange looking suits 2 years in a row, didn't
they?
But
you remembered them.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
You remembered them.
I was jealous, really.
Well, you know, we just felt that, and we've moved it to a Friday evening, and so most people work, and then they're
Right,
going to pick up their
right.
significant other, and so we really don't want them to have to be concerned
Worry
about
costume.
a costume per se. And so it's more about just coming and celebrating and enjoying the evening and having everybody out by 9. And so we're not trying to take up their Friday night.
Right,
And so,
understand. And get your tickets.
Yes, they can purchase them online. They can stop by the chamber. They can call the office. So we will, if smoke signal, we'll get you down.
There you go. Send a smoke signal, folks. They can read them over there at the chamber.
We're that talented. Working on Morse code.
There you go. There you go. Thanks, sweetie.
Thank you for
Appreciate you
having us.
coming every
Thank
time.
you so much.
Lenore, congratulations on your year
Thank you.
of service. I know it's been fun and rewarding for you. It's been rewarding for the town that you were there.
Well, thank you.
And young man, welcome to the village.
Thank you. Very excited to be here.
Looking forward to seeing you around here for a long time. You don't get to leave. See, once you come in, we'll shackle you, baby.
That's fine.
You don't get to leave.
No plans to
You
leave.
got to keep that Bailey girl at home.
Absolutely.
All right?
Yes.
Tell her I said hello.
Yes, sir.
Stay with us. More News Leader on 6 is coming up next.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma. Check out this 2018 Ford Escape up to $6,000 off original MSRP. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma on Highway 55, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Welcome back. Major League Baseball player David Hess was the featured speaker at the Tullahoma High School Baseball Boosters Club's preseason banquet on Monday night. News leaders Andrew Todd stopped by and caught his presentation. In this segment, David speaks about coming home to Tullahoma and the people responsible for his success as a pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles.
Without further ado, let me introduce to you our speaker tonight, David Hess. Looking around this room, just seeing everybody and getting to talk to everybody for a little bit, like, this is what it's about. All the things that, the introduction, the description, like, I'm not that without this town. I'm not that without you guys. But more than anything, I want to take some time to focus on the people that kind of got me there to begin with, and that's my dad, that if you don't know him, then you didn't buy a ticket here. Because he literally probably got told not to sell some. And Heather's a witness and more. And so yeah, my dad, he was all growing up and even, throughout my professional career, he's been a guy that's pushed me. And I think that's something that every kid needs. And no matter how good your work ethic is, you need someone there with you that's going to push you forward. We had a couple knockdown, drag-out fights at times, but we're here. He really helped me get here. And then my mom. I feel like every guy in the room, if you don't tell your mom you love her, especially if you play baseball, if she's driving you around to travel ball tournaments all the time, man, you need to tell her right now. Hang on, that's my mom, sorry. Everybody in this room's helped me get to where I'm at today. So more than anything, thank you guys. I know I'm standing up here, I have a mic in my hand. But honestly, this isn't about me. This is about Tullahoma. This is about the town and the community that you guys have built, that you guys are, and that I'm so grateful to be a part of. And I'm so thankful that, just the connections that I've made. My God, there's so many people in here, and more people want to come. That's something to say about you guys, way more than it is about me. So thank you guys in advance for everything. I know Heather, I don't know where she went to. She's running around. We're going to embarrass her for a second. Please tell her thank you right now for everything she's done. She really... Like she said, I've been talking to her a little bit, and I got to meet her family. It's a great group of people. But that's the work that's been put in for this to come together, for the turnout that this has been, like that's an incredible job. Like, well done. That's all I can say. But with all that coming in to kind of wrap back into this, you know, I was sitting there thinking when they told me that they wanted to retire my number. Mike Lawson called me, and it's actually kind of funny. We had just got done with the game, and I had a voicemail on my phone. So I also had 3 voicemails from my dad. His calls, not voicemails, but he's telling me that I really need to pick him up, pick up the phone, and call him back. So I called him back first, and he's like, "You need to call Mike Lawson right now." I'm like, "Why?" And he was like, "Just call him and call me back. Just do it now." And so he was really excited, as you can tell. He gets a little pumped up about baseball-related stuff. But you know, and so then he was like, "Well, we really want to retire your number," and I was like, "Oh, that's quite the honor, like more than I can even put into words for you right now." And then Mike was like, "Well, there's another thing I want to talk to you about. We'd really like to have you speak." And I was like, "Are you sure you want me? Have you heard me talk? I'm not the person you want here. There's a lot better people out there." He's like, "No, you're the guy that we would really like to have up there this year." And so thank you guys for having me here tonight. Thank you guys for allowing me to get here and talk to you a little bit about myself. I don't do very well with that, so hang with me. So, I mean, as you can tell, like, I was excited. You guys have been a great help getting here. And so I say all that just to say the Tullahoma pride aspect, I don't know if you guys, you know, have a lot of connections outside of Tullahoma and Tennessee, but there's a reputation that comes with being from Tullahoma. There's a certain pride that if you don't have it, you're sitting here on a team, the town itself, then you should. It's a special community, it's a special group, and I just really can't say enough about it. When we got here, I remember thinking to myself, how am I going to fit in this new place? Because one of the first things when I had just started kindergarten, and I had a kid come up to me on the playground and say, "Why do you talk so funny?" And nothing's changed since then. I still talk the same. People ask me the same question. But I remember just thinking to myself, like, where do I fit in with everything here? Because I'm the kid that came from out of town. I didn't have all the, you know, the connections growing up that some people did until baseball came around and sports as a whole. And so really, you know, growing up, it was really just a time of, you know, just getting connected with people. And I think through baseball, other sports, and who needs school, but I guess through school, I got some connections with some friends. Really, I think that immediately you see how special the place is. You see that the community aspect from the beginning. This isn't just a small town. This is a small town that cares about each other tremendously. And you see time after time where people come together and lift each other up and work together. And so growing up was pretty cool here. I think I look back and there's a lot of good things that I have to remind myself of over and over because it is just such a long list.
Stay tuned, more news is coming up next.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. Tom Corrington spoke recently with Coffee County District Attorney Craig Northcott. In this segment, he talks about the court system in the county.
Tell them a little bit about who Craig is.
Well, I'm first and foremost a Christian. I do my best to make decisions based upon what I believe the will of God is in all that I do. I'm a husband of my wife Becky of 21 years. I'm a father of 2 children, Katie who's 15 and Sam who's 13. I have lived in Tullahoma essentially my whole life. My parents moved here when I was about 5 years old and grew up going to Robert E. Lee East Middle School and ultimately graduated from Tullahoma High School. And,
very good.
Went away for college in Tennessee Tech, got a chemical engineering degree, and moved on to law school.
Chemical engineering?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I can tell that story. There's a story behind that, but yes, I have a chemical engineering degree, and then I moved on to law school at Indiana University in Indianapolis, and started at a prosecutor's office outside of Indianapolis, and then ultimately moved back here in 2000 and opened up a private practice here in Tullahoma in 2000.
Okay. And then elected to the court in
2014, yes. Yeah. I was had the honor and privilege of being entrusted with the duties of district attorney in 2014.
We're all, of course, aware that we have a court system, but we really don't pay that much attention to how it's working, except when we have a nice juicy trial of some sort. Then we're kind of heads up. So I thought I'd ask, as I say, have a little civics lesson and ask Craig to just sort of explain the overall court system to us. Craig?
Well, at the local level, we have 2 levels of courts. We have the general sessions level that with the civil side, they have jurisdiction up to $25,000, so essentially a small claims court. On the criminal end, they have jurisdiction over misdemeanors, so any felonies, anything that would be punished by a year or more in jail or prison, they would not be able to handle those matters past what's called a preliminary hearing, which is a probable cause hearing. Well, then we have circuit and chancery courts.
Circuit and chancery together.
Together in Coffee County. Sometimes they're separated out. In many counties, they have a separate chancellor from the circuit judges. But in Coffee County, we have it combined, and they have jurisdiction over everything, both civil and criminal jurisdiction over all cases. And we have 4 judges. We have 2 sessions judges, Judge Jerry Ledsinger and Judge Tim Brock, and 2 circuit judges, Judge Vanessa Jackson and Judge Craig Johnson. And of course, my office deals with all 4 of them regularly. My office is responsible for the handling of all criminal matters in the 14th Judicial District, which is Coffee County. We have somewhere 10,000, give or take, criminal cases a year between all 4 courts, and my office is responsible for all of those.
10,000 a year.
And in addition to...
How many DAs have you got?
It's me plus 6, so there are 6 assistant district attorneys, so we have plenty of work to do. We stay busy. We have sessions court 3 times a week that goes from 9 to around 3 o'clock 3 times a week, and we have circuit court every Wednesday, and then of course jury trials and those type of things are in addition to our normal court schedule. So
you have with the circuit court, you have one day in particular, Wednesday, but then that's the trials are in addition to that.
They're in addition to that. So the judges, Judge Jackson and Judge Johnson, alternate Wednesdays on their dockets, and then just we can have trials starting essentially any day of the week at any point, depending on as needed. And at sessions level, you're not entitled to a jury trial. If you want a jury trial, you have to have it bound over to circuit court for a jury trial.
So for the minor offenses, you go into general session, but you're saying they have a right to demand a trial by jury if they want to, and that'll flip them over to the circuit court.
Yes, anything that is punishable by any amount of jail time or a fine greater than $50. The citizens of Tennessee are entitled to a jury trial if they would like.
Yeah.
We'll be right back in a moment with more News Leader.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Chevrolet GMC. Check out this 2019 GMC Acadia, up to 19% off original MSRP. That's Russell Barnett Chevrolet GMC on the bypass in Winchester, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's going to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Welcome back. Tullahoma residents celebrated Dr. Martin Luther King Day on Monday. Paul Cooley briefly spoke to the crowd gathered at C.D. Stamps Community Center for the annual Walk to City Hall.
I appreciate all that have shown up. It looks like a good group going here. And, you know, and I'm glad, you know, it's awful that it's cold as it is, but, you know, at least we got some warm thoughts here going, you know, so. But I don't always do it. But it's good to have them anyhow, you know. But we're going to get ready to get started. We're going to have our Pledge of Allegiance. And the thing I guess want to get across to you today is that, you know, we're not coming here as different groups, different ethnicities, different ways of thinking, different cultures. That's not what, that really, we're here as Americans. That's why we're here. And that's really the thought we're going to have. And I hope that we don't have somebody who's going to be kneeling doing the pledge to the flag. We're just here as Americans. We're not trying to protest anything. This is a remembrance. This march is a remembrance march. And that's what we're going to set aside our petty differences and sometimes our big differences, but to be one in this country. And we got a lot, as Americans, we've got a lot of issues going on in our lives and a lot of differences. But there's some times where we can come together and just think on touching somebody else's life. When you see someone down, do something that's going to lift them up. You know, and hopefully this is going to encourage you to do some things in the community. That was part of what I really wanted to do, is to be encouraged to touch somebody's life, you know, be of service. Bloodmobile is supposed to be here today, so if you want to donate blood, that's a service that you can do too, because it's badly needed in these days. I'm going to start prayer, and then we're going to do the pledge to the flag, and then we're going to start our march. Okay, if you bow your heads with me. Father God, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for blessing us today, Lord. We thank you for bringing this group together in this town, Lord, in this country. Father, we ask you right now just to look on us as we travel, you know, up and down the street, Lord. Keep us safe, Lord. Lord, keep away those that mean to do harm, Lord. We want you just to look on us, Lord. Lord, let no harm come to anyone for any reason, Lord. Lord, we ask you just to touch, look on this city, Lord, and its people, Lord. And Lord, the memory of the one that we're here for. We thank you, and we ask you to bless us in your name. Amen. 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 Pledge, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It's all right.
Okay, there you go.
While I'm on our journey in this life, you know, we don't know when half of that is it. That is, we just continue marching. So there's a fight that we need to keep on working. That's something we got. It's actually done in your heart because you do simple things to show that you appreciate other people. Just in every day, saying hello. You know, give them some kind of cordial greeting. All those mean things to people. You know how it was, you guys remember growing up as a young teenager, this pretty girl spoke to you and said hi. You thought that was a date, you know, so yeah, that's the way it was. Okay, it was just me, I don't know. But what we're going to do, we're going to get ready to turn back around. Every little thing that we do gives people hope. Every little thing, even some little thing, it gives people hope.
Tell you what, I'm going to carry you up to this next street there. Everybody get down there.
Stay with us. Your weather forecast is coming up next.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Winchester. Check out the 2018 Ford F-150 up to $10,000 off original MSRP. That's Russell Barnett Ford on 41A in Winchester, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. And remember, my question is, why buy anywhere else?
You made the time and the sacrifice to broaden their horizons, to see their smiles, but mostly to make lifelong memories. We think it's time to do it again, just the two of you. Don't let illness or injury slow you down. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1943 at 78 degrees. The record low was in 1963 at minus 10 degrees. The average high on this day is 50 and the average low is 29. Cloudy with a chance of snow flurries tonight with a low expected around 19. Mostly sunny weather in the forecast for Friday with a high of 32 and a low of 23. Partly cloudy weather expected again on Saturday with a high of 42 and a low of 32. And before we sign off tonight, I want to wish a very happy birthday to my colleague and co-host, Jenny English, who, by the way, is also my daughter, for you people that might not know this. Happy birthday, Jenny.
Thanks.
And that's our News Leader Report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for News Leader on 6. You have a good evening.
Good night.